Namaskar to all of you. Today we will revise chapter number 2 from your math NCERT or magic math book, shapes and angles. That means this chapter is based on different kinds of geometrical figure. Okay, in the previous standard, that means standard 3, 4, you have learned different kinds of geometrical figures like point, rectangle, square, parallel line, curved line, straight line. Okay, triangle, different kinds of triangle, different kinds of quadrilaterals you have learned in the previous classes. But in standard 5 there have some quite difference. Their shapes, their definition, they are applied in which topic? In the branch of mathematics. In which branch of mathematics the geometrical figure will be applied? Do you know? Mensuration. That means perimeter and area. Suppose you have learned a rectangular shaped any figure. Suppose a rectangular shaped any figure. This is called rectangle. Suppose A, B, C, D is a rectangle. So it is geometrically called a rectangle. What are the characteristic features of a rectangle? Two opposite sides are equal. That means length AB, AAD is equals to BC and also parallel. AB equal to CD and also parallel. So these are the characteristic features, and four angles are 90 degree. Four angles are 90 degree. That means one line is perpendicular to another line in such a manner two opposite angles are equal. Two opposite angles are equal. So each of them are called right angle. When one line intersect to another line, suppose this line intersect to that line. So this angle and to the opposite side that angle, both are 90 degree. Okay. So basically this chapter is depends on basic geometrical ideas. That is called chapter number 2. Chapter 2, shapes and angles. The name of the chapter is shapes and angles. Okay. So do you know from which figure the geometry chapter is started? From which figure? Which is the smallest figure among all figures of geometry? Yes, point. It is the smallest geometrical figure. Has any dimension it? No. It has no dimension. It has no length, no breadth, and no height or thickness. So it is a point. It is a point. Suppose A. But when a point is moving from one place to another place, it is called a line. It is called a line. That means it is endless. It is endless. Both sides it can be extended indefinitely. Both sides it can be extended indefinitely. So it is called line. But when you will draw a line, suppose 7 centimeter, you place the scale, then at the point 0 and at the point 5 you will take 2 0 and add in between these 2 points. So it is called a line segment. AP, suppose it is line segment. It is line segment. That means both sides cannot be extended indefinitely to the other side. So it is called line segment. That means it has a definite length. But a line segment has no end point. It can be extended both sides indefinitely. So I have used arrow sign. Okay. So it is endless. It is a particular length. It has a particular length. Okay. Now point, line segment. Then suppose at first take a point, make a line and make arrow and give arrow. It is called, that means something is going. Something is going from O to A. From O to A. So it is called a ray. A ray has one end point, but another side is endless. It can be extended. Suppose the sun ray is coming from the sun on the earth. So it can go to the deepest part of the sea. It can go to the highest part of the hill. So it indicates how much it can reach. How much it can reach in which portion. So it is called a ray. Next intersection. Next another type. Suppose, what is the difference between two lines? It goes straightly. Suppose PQ goes straightly. So it is called straight line. Suppose RS goes by changing its direction in many times. That means RS changes its direction many times. So it is called curved line. So what is the difference between straight line and curved line? Straight line goes straightly without changing its direction, and curved line goes from one place to another place by changing its direction. Okay, curvedly. So this is the next. Suppose it is AB, it is CD. It is AB, it is CD. When one pair of line goes to the either side by maintaining their equidistance, and if they never meet at a point, are they meet at a point? No, they never meet. When a pair of straight line never meet to each other, and they can be extend both sides indefinitely, and if they maintain their equidistance, so this pair of line is called parallel line. This is called parallel line. Okay, so these are the line, point, parallel line, line segment, rays, etc. Next, come to the intersection. Suppose this is a line, this is another line. They intersect. Suppose AB line and CD line. AB line and CD line intersect point O. So O is the intersection of point, intersecting point of line AB and CD. O is the intersecting line. O is the intersecting point of line AB and CD. Okay, and you will see that four angles are formed. This angle is equal to that angle. This angle is equal to that angle. So four angles are formed. So in one intersection, point of one intersection, four angles are formed. One pair of opposite, one pair of linear pair. Okay, this is linear pair to each other. When the sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degrees, suppose it is. So AOC, that means AOC is linear pair BOC, because this total angle is 180 degrees. Okay, next I am going to the different two-dimension figure. Two-dimension figure means two-dimension figure means a figure that have two magnitude, length and breadth. A figure that has two magnitudes. Suppose a rectangle, a square, any quadrilateral, all. Okay, parallelogram. Okay, triangle, different kinds of triangle, equilateral, isosceles, scalene triangle. Okay, then different kinds of polygon, polygon just like more than four sides are called polygon. Poly means many, So it is pentagon. It is pentagon. Okay. So these are the two dimension figure in your syllabus that are included. Suppose hexagon. Look very carefully. Hexagon. Two sides. 3, 4, 5, 6. This is called hexagon. Hexa, hepta, octa, nona, gona. These are the Greek or Latin one. Okay. So these are all polygons. So on the basis of their sides, the two dimension figure may be polygon, different kinds of pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, nonagon and decagon. Now come to the angles, shapes and angles. Next, angles. You know that when two lines intersect at a point and the opening part of the intersection, of two lines is called an angle. Suppose, look, this is a line coming from A to C and this is another line coming from B to C. Okay. Silent. Suppose it is coming from A to C, it is coming from B to C and they intersect point C. So point C is called vertex. Then this opening part is called an angle. So I have said, what is the definition of an open angle? The opening part of two intersecting line is called an angle. So if you measure the angle with the help of the protractor, the measures are of different kinds. They may be less than 90 degree, they may be greater than 90 degree, they may be greater than 180 degree, less than 360 degree. So on the basis of their measures, angles are of different types. On the basis of their sides, the length of the side, angles are of different kinds. So at first I am coming on the basis of the different of sides, length of the side, angles are of three types. Suppose this is an angle, this is a triangle ABC. Suppose it is 5 centimeter, it is 5 centimeter, also it is 5 centimeter. So all sides are in equal length. So it is an equilateral triangle. What kind of triangle? Equilateral. Next, suppose AB and AC. These are 10 centimeter. But this is 5 centimeter. Now, a triangle whose two sides are equal but third side is unequal. So it is isosceles. SCELEAC. Isosceles triangle. Okay? So it is equilateral, it is isosceles. Suppose it is 5 centimeter, it is 8 centimeter, it is 9 centimeter. 5 centimeter, 9 centimeter, suppose it is 8 centimeter. Okay? So it is scalene triangle. SCALENE. Scalene triangle means all sides are in different length. The triangles, all lines are of different triangles. Okay? So on the basis of their sides, angles are of different kinds.